Katya, are you here? I think my camera is backwards. Hang on. Oh, look at that. There we go. Okay, if someone's there, can you sound off and let me know that you're there? Looks like I'm live. Good evening from the UK. Hello, everyone. Oh, there's everybody popping up. I just got my Taylor Swift on in the background. I'm chilling. Let me turn that off. One moment, please. Alexa, pause music. Sorry if that set off all of yours. How's everybody doing? Hello. Oh, it's so good to see everybody popping in. Hi from California. Everybody popping in. How do I get my camera to show the right way? I'm on my phone, so I just switched the little switch, like the little shift. This thing goes like this. I don't know the picture, but it tells me to flip my camera. From Nova Scotia, Florida. Oh, look at Iowa. Everybody's popping in. Yay. This is so exciting. Okay. So I didn't have this planned. That's why no one got a warning that I was going live or any kind of promo on it, because I just came downstairs and I was missing some social interaction. So I thought, well, this is a great opportunity. So I am just wanted to pop on. And so I pulled out a couple things that I want to play with, but mostly just want to chat and maybe color. And I wanted to make some cards for my team since we're working from home, all of us. I thought it would be really fun to send them something in the mail. They don't know I'm a card maker yet. I'm very new at the job. And so I thought it would be kind of fun just to get a hello from me in the mail. So that's kind of what I wanted to work on. Please put my comments in your video. Anna said put my comments, her comments in my video. How do you mean? Like write them down? Show them in my next video? I don't know. Anna's saying hello, everyone, though. Okay. All right. So just a side note, as you're joining, you can put your chat into live chat mode, and that will tell you kind of as it comes through the chat instead of out of order. So that will be good. It's great to be here, Dr. Early. It's very great to be here. So I'm very excited. So my replies to your comments might be a little bit delayed because I'm not really using my phone to monitor comments. I'm using my laptop, and that is a slight delay on there. So okay, so what am I making today? I thought I would pull out, if you missed me in my intro saying I'm going to make a couple cards for some teammates since we're all working from home. And I wanted to pull out my lawn fawn here because I got this and I haven't used it. So I thought this was super fun with a desk, put a computer on there or a typewriter and a little light and just kind of say from this set over here, say thank you very much. And so, or you are amazing. Just use a couple different sentiments there. So I thought that would be a lot of fun to do. So yeah, so we'll kind of play with that. And as I'm getting set up here, I'm going to be coloring with some alcohol markers. So I'm going to be using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, which is alcohol friendly. I'm using my Accent Opaque 100-pound cardstock. I did a review recently on the Accent cardstock, and it is wonderful for all the things. And it is a quarter of the price of the Nina, so I would highly recommend checking that out. And yeah, so we're going to get going. And we're going to do a little masking. We're going to have a little fun. It's going to be a hootin' good time. Okay. So let's see. Oh, I wanted to show you all. I got this from Make It by Marco. Make It by Marco is a company that 3D prints a bunch of crafty goodness. And so I got this right here. This is a holder. Now, normally these three items would be in my drawer that's next to me or like kind of under me. But I have these now at my fingertips. And so this plastic thing right here is so cool. And so I have a couple of those holding my items off to the side. My husband built me a big enough desk so that I can have things off to the side, because prior to this, there was no things off to the side. There was the ground off to the side. So it's been nice to kind of have that. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. They've been making some really cool things for to make life easier as we craft. Okay, I am going to pull out here and get going. So I'm trying to read comments too, see what anyone's saying. How are you all doing? Tell us how you're coping, how you're doing things. Are you getting a lot of family time in? Too much family time? Crafty time? Too much? No, there's no such thing as too much crafty time. How dare I? Yeah, so just let us know. So I was thinking about doing a portrait. I'm gonna do a portrait style because I'm gonna make really simple cards. I'm not gonna do anything intricate here, for the simple fact that I want to make multiples, and so it's just, yeah, I don't want to get too involved. Jen, you should have grabbed some wine. Yeah, I should have said bring your wine to the party. We'll do that next time. Or just go grab a glass. I'll be here. Grab your glass of wine. Okay, so I'm just going to place this down. Now, I kind of have an idea of what I want this scene to look like. It's going to be, again, nothing kind of full up, but I'm thinking just like a computer here on this little desk. How cute is this together? I can't even. And then this little lamp is cute, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. Eating too much, Carolyn. Carolyn's eating too much. Yeah, I saw those memes are hilarious though. Like, one said, I'm either gonna come out of here 20 pounds lighter with my chakras all intact, something like that, having read all the self-help books I needed, or 25 pounds heavier and a drinking problem. So, you know, who knows? This is unprecedented for all of us, so we're just all trying to make it work. But hopefully we're just trying to do our best. So this is kind of the layout I want to do here. So I'm going to remove these two. Like I said, I'm going to do some masking as well, so I will get my masking paper out too. Someone said, who was it, said, you're off schedule. I'm sorry, I missed that. Oh, Elgars. I have to tell you, one of the most important things that I have found is to try to keep a schedule. Of course, it's only been 1 week since I've started teleworking from home, but I try my very best to keep a schedule. So I get up, I work out, I have some time to myself, and it's really helpful that my job, we meet every morning at 8 o'clock, so it's kind of like an accountability check. I cannot be in pajamas. At least from the waist up, I cannot be in pajamas. So I have to make sure I'm at least presentable looking in the face and the upper body. So that's helpful. Yes. Marie's schedule hasn't changed a bit. You little bragger, you. You bragger, Marie. No, that's good. It's good. The least amount of changing that has to happen, the better. Oh, wait. I need to mask this off. So, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with trying to keep a schedule, trying to get things, you know, if I can't control a lot of things, I try to keep the things I can control to some sort of normalcy. The kids are home now, and I haven't checked my email, but a friend of mine's in the same county as us, and they said school's out till summer, till like the next year, which I have not told them yet because I haven't read the email myself, and that's why my voice got low, because I don't know how that's going to go over. My daughter's going to be devastated, truth be told. So Dawn says, clients are afraid they will come out with terrible roots, chia pet eyebrows, furry upper lips. Yeah, that might be true, but no one's going to see them, right? So if all that stuff happens, there's not going to be any witnesses. So tell them it's going to be okay. We'll be fine. I have, I recorded a couple videos. It's funny how like your standards, I don't know if it's your standards or like your care factor goes down when things have changed like this, because I recorded a video for a couple friends. I mean, straight out of the shower. Like, hair in a messy bun, obviously zero makeup, looking just ragged, I guess, because I sort of am right now. And yeah, they were ever so gracious. No one cares. I think that's the bottom line. No one cares. I don't care. If you send me a video of you with no makeup on and out of the shower, I wouldn't care. We just put so much pressure on ourselves that's completely unnecessary. So I'm masking this out, so I'm going to cut out my little desk here. And I don't think I need to put the mask on. I'm focused here, folks, so I can't read your comments at the moment. But I don't think that I have to put this mask down just yet. But I'm going to cut it as we go, because why not? Why not, I say. So, a couple people are worried about Chia Pet eyebrows. Yeah, that could be a worry. I, myself, dye my roots from home. And it cost me $8 from L'Oreal. And I take care of all the other grooming. I don't even do my nails out anymore. I did it for like twice. Got gel nails. They were awesome. And then I realized that I had to keep going back, and I was like, no, I can't. I can't do that. I don't have that kind of time. Okay, so I got my desk cut out. Cute. Now let's see how well this is going to go with my computer here. This line, where's the line? This is the first time I'm using it, so this is all trial and error. We're just going to do our best and forget the rest. Okay. Clothes are preferred, Deborah says. She just got right out of the shower. Clothes are preferred, yeah. Well, I'm on a YouTube live, so it really doesn't matter what I'm wearing right now. Because you can't see my face. So what are you all doing on this weekend? Like, what did you do? This might have been your first weekend where you didn't really venture out too much. Did you find that to be a relief? Did you find that to be restricting? I think it's interesting how, I was just telling a friend how some of the things we take for granted when we can note, like someone telling us we can't do it. I would prefer all my weekends to be in the house. But now that I have to be in the house, I'm like, I really want to go out somewhere just for no reason whatsoever. It's like human nature, right? You always want what you can't have. So I think that's normal. I'm going to put this down, and we're going to stamp this and mask it as well. Maybe I have some residual ink here. Let's see. Yep, that'll do. So I'll do that one, and then I'm going to clean this off. And we're going to put the little lamp down, which is so super cute. So I'm getting into a groove. Yeah, Marie, it is. It's very interesting. I think, like I said, human nature takes over. And she said, isn't that interesting? It's like, I think that's with all things. That's why I try my very best, but I'm human. I obviously fall victim to that. But I try my very best to, like, acknowledge the things that I'm grateful for when I'm grateful for them, you know, like when I have them, instead of waiting until it's gone. But, okay. This is honestly the first crafting I've done in a very long time. I did a whole lot of cleaning today, but I didn't do a whole lot of crafting. Katya says turn off the news. Yeah, you can. I only watch the news for about 10 minutes a day, and then that's enough for me. Just to kind of get an update, where we're at, what are we doing, and then it's time to move on. That's just me, though. If you need to watch the news to calm down, watch the news to calm down. I don't know that those words were ever uttered together. Like, ever in civilized life. Hey, how do you relax? I watch the news. I see what's going on in the world. It makes me happy. No. Said no one ever. Okay. Oh, we're masking. And the reason I'm masking, in case you're curious why I'm randomly masking, is because I'm going to do a little bit of a background in like a wood type. So I want to see how this layout of the card goes first before I decide that I'm going to invest time into multiples. So that's kind of why I'm doing that business. Oh, so Marie, your husband watches every update, so then he can update you. You don't have to watch it yourself. Just tell him, give me the cliff notes, hon. I don't need to know all the details of all the things. Just tell me what's happening. Okay, Dawn is thinking about tearing down the entire craft room and super organizing everything. Listen, I will tell you what. I cleaned this morning in the craft space. This is my down here. It's also now my work area, which can we just talk for a second about how difficult it is to literally be 10 inches away from my craft desk when I'm working all day? It's yeah, I gotta stay focused. Let's just say that. And then I've even thought about, oh, like, what if I take, an hour during the day? This would be such an opportunity because then I can, like, turn around and craft and all that. And I don't know. Do you want to eat just one chocolate in the box? You tell me. Because 20 minutes of crafting is not going to make me happy. So I figure I might as well just stay away from it all the way. We need a good news channel. One time I searched, Katya, for that, and yeah, there are good news channels actually on there. But you know what's interesting about that is when you see like Good Morning America put good news stuff on Facebook, I've read some of the comments before, and it's like, we have real crisis in this world, and Good Morning America's focused on this. It's like, wait, hang on a second. Like, everybody calm down. We're actually trying to maybe throw some positivity out there instead of worrying about all the crisis in the world, So, I don't know. Can't make everybody happy. So I guess you got to go on your own search and look for the Good News channel. I have found it. You can get an app too for it. Or you can just turn to crafty YouTube channels. There's your good news. So, try to keep it light and fun here. I know I try to do. This is my happy place. This is where I come to relax. This is where I come to socialize. So, Did anyone have set any goals for themselves for this time that they have? I mean, this is like, it's hard to talk about that as far as, I'm trying to find the silver lining in the situation that we do have, because obviously this isn't optimal for anybody. But in the time that we do have, maybe if there's some goal setting you can do that might help you and me, as I'm doing it, kind of stay distracted in a positive way. I was going to do, for me, I'll share some of my goals. I was going to start researching and truly get serious about signing up for my master's degree. So that was going to be kind of cool because I've kind of put that, at least even the searching for which school I want, on the back burner. So that's going to be kind of cool to take some time to do that. I also wanted to do a couple self-help books, leadership books. Courtney is saying Michael's delivers. Courtney Brown, yeah. Did I need to hear did I need to hear that, Courtney? Oh, that's a good thing though. I mean, I think it definitely, crafting is a great distractor, so that's good. People get a chance to order some stuff they want. And times are going to be filled with a lot of stress for a lot of people. Even, I'm blessed every day that I am able to keep my job and work from home, but that is not the case for a lot of people. And so hopefully something comes out soon where we'll find some relief for them. So all good vibes there. Okay, this, I don't know who told me to mask out this lamp, but that was, like, were you all laughing at me for that? Because that was the most intricate cutting I've ever had to do. Okay, so let's talk about the kids and the kids' homework for those of us that have the kids at home. Yeah, I'm hoping the school sends some stuff home actually, because, or like gives us a really good resource, because right now they didn't give us anything. I think, and again, they probably just said, okay, stay home, let's figure it out, because that's, if I know my kid's school, that's probably what they're doing. And we're fine taking time to do that. I just don't want to, I don't want to feel like it's my fault if they're behind, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, we want to do our very best to try to help the situation. So, but we're working on, everybody's working it out. I said, one thing I did say is critical thinking skills are we're going to be exercising those critical thinking muscles that we have never had to before. Like, just, you see it even in the funny memes about things, just like alternate uses for things. I saw one today, which I had to share on my Facebook page. This guy, he was in his kitchen and he's barefoot and he put cleaning soap down on the ground with a little bit of water and he used the space on the ground as a treadmill. Can't even. It's really funny. And so he started walking over the soap and then he started running and I was like, yeah, hashtag no excuses for that guy. So that was pretty funny. Okay. Also, in other news, I'm feeling like we completely skipped over winter. And I know 90% of you are going to say, including Jen, I'm okay with that. And I respect that for you. I'm not okay with that. I love winter. I look forward to winter. And probably because I spent the last 7 years prior to getting here in tropical area. Okay. Oh, Elgars, good luck with your son who's a junior. I'm trying to pop in as much as I can to see these comments here. Sorry if I'm missing some. If you have questions, though, maybe put it all in caps, and that will help me a great deal. All right, do I want to color first or mask and do the background first? Color first, mask, background first. Go. Color first, mask, background, go. Hi, Linda. My computer keeps wanting to update, and I keep saying remind me later. Okay. Mask background first. Mask background. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. I only needed one. The first answer I was going to go with. Oh, wow. Everybody's saying it. Okay. Is that that's the proper way to do it? Didn't even know. You came here to hang out with me and you're teaching me things. All right. Masking is so fun, isn't it? It's just like one of those magical, Oh, color first. Janice, sorry, too late. I'm already masking. Masking is like the adult crafters magic show. You just it's like the most exciting, and you can do it 50 million times. And you actually know the secrets to the magic trick, and it's still the most amazing things you see. That and heat embossing, right? Oh, yeah, Jen, I'm sorry. It is winter up where you are, but it's not winter here, and I miss it, and I would love to be having to have a toque on. It was kind of chilly today, I should tell you, though. And I won't tell you what the degrees were because you'll just scoff at me with a scoffing sound. I don't want to do that. Oh, we're learning about what a toque is, too, yes. That is a beanie hat, like we would call it in the United States. Winter cap of sorts. All right. This is going to be funny with this little thing here. It's like the tiniest little... I probably could have got away with not masking that thing at all. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use... We're going to take this down. I'm going to use a craft sheet. If you see, which I'm sure you do, paint all over my hands, this is really good compared to what it was. But Adi and I were doing pour painting today. I got a full set of pour paint in from Arteza. And hi, Gwen. Hello, welcome. And O-M to the G. It is fun. I'm going to tell you, it's been on my to try list for, I'm going to say probably like at least a year and a half. And I saw Arteza came out with it and I was like, well, you know, I'm like one step away from being on the payroll for Arteza. So I was like, you can send me those. I'll try them out. And so we were having just so much fun today, Adi and I. We made 4 canvases. One was a fail, and I'm certainly going to show that in the video because you got to see the fails. They're funny. And like some cards from some of the leftover stuff. So it's so neat. Marie, your craft room is chilly if it makes you feel better. Yeah, I guess. I like to be warm in the house. Let's be clear. I don't like my body to be cold. I don't like to be cold. I just like it to be cold outside. And that makes no sense at all. All right, so let me clean up a little bit of this mess because those of you that are staring at it and not the project, I understand you. Okay, I am going to be doing just a little bit of, basically, I'm just going to be kind of fading it out around the background. So it's not going to be, again, this is not a real scene. I'm not making a floor. I'm just doing a little bit of something fun for the background. Yeah. Let me try to see. Okay. Okay, can I open up my pumice stone here? This is real television, people. What is happening? Huh. I wonder what that's about. I did bring this with me on my trip, so maybe I smashed the case somehow. Okay. So I have my pumice stone. I'm going to be using this makeup brush here. It's the same really soft bristles that you use on all the new blending brushes and makeup brushes. Only it has a diamond shape handle, so I'm just going to be using that. The rock, paper, scissors masking paper is perfect for the scan and cut, making multiple masks. Did some, oh, very cool. I'm going to have to try that and put it on my scan and cut, Dawn. Thanks for letting me know. That I got that tip from Stephanie Davis. I watched her video one day and I was like, masking paper that you can buy in bulk. Yes, please. And it's perfect. This stuff is brilliant. So, okay, let's get to it here. I'm going to ink up my buffering. Sherry, is that what you're talking about? You're having a lot of buffering issues? Yeah, let me know if you guys are having a lot of issues on there. I seem to be up and running fully, but yeah, just pop in if you are. So I'm going to start kind of over our project here because it's masked off, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to kind of get that. And I chose this really pretty pumice stone color because I like the softness of it, and I want to do more of a soft palette as opposed to something like brown or brick. So, oh, and you might wonder how my stencil is sticking. I had a little bit of the Pixie spray still on it from when I used it last time, which actually, funny enough, was the last live I did. We used this stencil. Okay. Let's see what we're working with. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of get that look. That's all I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm going to pull that off. I just take a microfiber cloth to clean my, what is this called? You know what it is. This thing. Where is my other one I wanted to show you? Oh, this is my white microfiber cloth. Look how fun this is with all the colors on it. Can you see that? I thought that was so fun. I might never wash it. So I'm just going to kind of clean this off. Okay. All right, so let's see. I'm going to move my, if you're wondering what this is, it's just a craft mat that I put on a Dollar Tree clipboard. It's portable. It makes it easy. I don't have to roll it out. I did heat it though. Do not heat on your craft mat when you have adhesive underneath, because it shifted it. It loosened up the adhesive. It shifted my craft mat, and now I haven't fixed it yet, but I'm sure I could. Oh, you know what it is? This is what happened. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell something about myself here. I put this craft mat over the clipboard with the plastic still on it. So the plastic is still on this clipboard, and that is why I melted the plastic underneath. And it, yeah. So that's how you don't do it. But I highly recommend this technique. It makes things really easy to work with. So, okay. Yes. Laugh at me all you like because I'm a goof. All right, so now let's do this. I know you guys are like, you said it was a magic show. I don't see any magic happening. 1 second, please. I want to clean off my stencil. This is one of my favorite stencils. I love this. I need to use this stencil with with embossing paste, because there's a card I have that's one of my favorite cards of all time. It has embossing paste on it. So I'm gonna pull my stuff off. What is this? What is this? Oh, like I don't have a pet. What kind of hair is that? All right, let's pull. I'm gonna try to salvage these masks because I would like to make multiple cards. So I might have to like get fancy here and pull off from the other end too. What's your favorite crafty tool? Like, I was thinking about that today. Like, can I speak? What don't I want to live without? And I would have to say, these are one of them, my tweezers. Dawn, yes, it was. I actually graduated my class a week early. They graduated us because of this. So yeah, I was actually supposed to come home yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. That's why I wasn't part of the live hop. I really love that, and I was last year, but I wasn't supposed to be here. So yeah, I had to come home early for that. Because of that, rather. My stamps or Misty is your favorite tool, Linda. Yeah. Gold scissors. Huh. Are they a particular brand of gold scissors? I'm curious about that. And what is it about these gold scissors that you love so much? Is it because they're gold? Are they real gold? Like 24 karat? Or is it just because they cut so well? Trina's favorite crafty tool is YouTube videos. All right then. I like YouTube videos too. Now I feel like this is crooked. Can you see that it's crooked? It is crooked. Let me see. But I mean, I don't know. My care factor is very low for that being crooked. It's fine for me. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to color it up. Would it offend you if you received this card and it was crooked? Okay, I'm going to pull in, let me try to organize my life in some fashion here. I'm going to pull in my Ohuhu markers. Now these are, the Ohuhu markers are not new to me, but this 200 set is fairly new to me. And I organized them by color. I did my color chart. Here's my color chart. And I'm going to color this up. So let's see. Color paper's obviously going to be white. I'm going to do the desk a grayish, like a blue-gray color. But I think I'm going to do the desk. So let me get my colors sorted out. I did not do any of this pre-planning. I just kind of went fly by the seat of my pants is what we're doing. Who's using fabric scissors? And why are people yelling at her? Yeah, the pretty colors, Marie. Ohuhu. Isn't that a funny name? I know. Some people I know have a hard time even saying the name because it's so funny. Okay, so I'm going to start with the BG1. You pretty much get I'm still working on my alcohol review video. It's my latest one. I look at a lot of markers. And so it's a work in progress, but I'm getting there. So I actually usually like to use the Nizzle Chib. Yep, it's late. The chisel nib to cover up the first portion. So I'm basically laying down my color so I can get a good saturation. Been practicing quite a bit on my alcohol markers. So we're getting there, you know, practice makes progress. And so that's all I can ask for. But I like the chisel nib because it does a nice coating of coverage and pretty quickly. And so if the bullet tips, if you're anti-bullet tip, because of the time it takes, you can just maybe get a little bit better at the chisel nib to help you with that part of it. So I'm happy with that. I don't mind the chisels at all. Okay, then I'm going to go to my very darkest. Now I want to be careful and only put this where I really think it's going to be, because I don't want a lot of bleeding outside my my paper. Now this is kind of like the underlay right here, so it's probably going to be darkest right there, and then most likely up here. But again, let's be honest, the idea that you shade colors and get more than one gradient, or like a gradient, is good enough. This whole light sourcing thing, it's whatever. That's my opinion on it. Are these markers still comparable to the more expensive ones? Yes. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna, listen, here's how I feel about alcohol markers. I'm more interested in the technique and practicing the technique of blending, because you can have expensive markers and you can be terrible at blending because you don't practice. So I'm more interested in that than I am how much I paid for the markers. That's just my opinion. There are people who live and breathe by Copic markers, which are the more expensive ones, and there are people that don't. So, and there's people that don't try them because they think that they have to have the expensive ones, and in my opinion, you do not. This whole entire set of 200 markers, I think, runs about maybe $79 for an entire 200 set. There's pros and cons, and those pros and cons are going to be listed in the video that I'm going to eventually post. But yeah, definitely comparable. I mean, you'll see when we're done with the coloring if you think that they compare. So, paper matters. You got to remember that too. Paper matters. So, you know, keep that in mind. There's a couple things. You want to make sure you're using the right ink, of course. And, you know, you'll make sure you don't bleed. But yeah. I bought Copics when I first heard about them. I bought them, and I bought 24 of them, I think. And then I was like to myself, there's got to be a cheaper way. And I just looked around. Sorry, I'm focused on my coloring here. I think I'm going to bring a little bit of shading in on the sides here. And bring these in. I'm afraid to zoom in because when I do that, it like, okay, avert your eyes, because it like zooms in like warp speed. So I'm going to try. Oh my goodness, I did it. Okay. Okay, where are we at? Let me see what comments we got going on here. Don't do a light source. Yeah, I agree. Is marker bleeding due to pressure amount of ink applied or paper type or both? I would say it's more the former, of like how long are you leaving the tip of the marker where on the paper where it's getting time to soak in, or how much saturation you're having with the marker. It can be the paper, but I have, let me show you. Hold on. You'll get a sneak peek into something I show in the video, but I think I showed this in the paper, the cardstock video. Yeah. All right, so on this piece of paper, because we're here, I want to answer this question here. Tell me I threw that one away. No, okay. Right here. So you can see right here, for the master markers, you see how that bled out? Well, I did it again and it didn't. So if it was only solely the paper, then I would have the same issues. But you just got to be careful with how long you're letting it sit on the paper. I hope that answers your question. Hi, Tiffany. Tiffany, I couldn't do the live yesterday, you know, because I was away for class that they then sent me home early from. So I thought I'd pop in and do a live anyway. Mayhem, am I saying your name right? Mayhem? Hi. Hello, hello. Mary, you could make the floor angled, then it won't look off-center. Now, Dawn, I think you might be giving me a little bit too much credit there. Possibly. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I like the idea though. We need to do like a zoom. Like, you know what Zoom is? Because I'll tell you what, I'm really familiar with Zoom. I was before, and now I'm really familiar with all the things Zoom can do. So you can do like meetings and stuff, because that's how we function now at work. And we should do like a Zoom meetup where we jump on there. I think I have a limit to how many people I can have, but then we can just all like craft and talk instead of me just talking at you and you typing. Now, I will say something for these bullet nibs. They are squeakier. So they're squeakier markers, that's for sure. I'm going to switch to my chisel. Use a vanishing point. Oh, Gwen. What do these things mean, Gwen? I don't know what that means. Use a vanishing point. A vanishing point. You're going to make me stop and go Google that. Okay, so I'm noticing a little bit of too much. So I'm going to go back over with my 5. And I'm going to bring in... kind of blend that a little bit better. It's always risky to, in my opinion, to use a coloring medium that can be time consuming on a live video, or that you're not a self-proclaimed expert in yet. It's a risky game we play, but we're all friends here. Oh, thank you for saying I'm so good at my coloring. That's so kind of you. I think we're all pretty hard on ourselves, huh? I am very proud of a coloring picture I did recently with the kids. We did a coloring, I don't say challenge. All right, funny story about the challenge. Okay, so the kids were... Years ago, we used to do coloring challenges in the family. So we would do like a coloring contest in the family. So we would print stuff off from the internet, and then we would all color. And we would do the same picture. And, you know, there were the first couple times, like, my husband won, Adia won, and what we do is we would vote. So you can't vote for yourself. That was the only stipulation. And so... then I really started diving into coloring more for my craft. And so I upped my game, okay? And so I brought my A game one day to the coloring contest, and they were none too pleased. And I even added like sparkle pen and stickles, and they kind of looked at me sideways like, really? Like, obviously, you can't add stuff from your craft room. And I thought, listen, when you got the goods, you just got to use them. You got it, flaunt it. And they weren't happy with me, so they quit. They said they'll never color with me again on a coloring contest. And I was like, well, is it because I cheated, or is it because I'm just that good? And they say it's because I cheated, but I don't think so. I think it's just because I was that good. Yeah. So now, when we color together, we all print out our own separate pictures. They're just sore. They're sore about it. I know, Deborah, I am such a cheater. It's terrible. I can't even do, what's the name, ornaments anymore, because last year I added glossy accents to my ornament because I thought it made it look shinier and prettier. And it did. Okay, so I'm going over last one here. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of touching the lightest color back up into the dark color to kind of get that blend. So that's what I'm doing here in the center as well. This lighter color is going to cause that that blend to happen because it's lightening up those darker. So you don't want to go too long into the dark side of it, because then you're going to turn that into a actual lighter color. Because again, this lighter color of blue gray is almost like a blender color where it just kind of takes away or picks up the colors. Okay, I'm going to go over one more thing one time, and then I'm going to call this desk done. And I'm surprised I'm not getting a lot of bleeding. If you get bleeding, though, you can take your white gel pen and just kind of work that out, and it will work. Marie, I was only using the tools I had available. Thank you for being on my side. That's right. There were no rules. No one said we couldn't. Although I do picture if my husband went down to his tools and picked something, I know I would give him a hard time. A hard time about it. So, you know, fair is fair. Whatever. Okay. All right. That desk, I'm calling it done. We're good. So then we're going to move on to this. Think about what color I should make this lamp because I want your input on that one. Hi, Marie. Marie Clark, hello. And then Marie says, come to the dark side. I knew there was going to be a Star Wars joke in there as soon as I said it. Now, I want this typewriter to be a mint color because I've ever so longingly dreamed of a mint color typewriter. In fact, on my Amazon wish list, I have it listed there because my husband is a lot of things wonderful, but he's not a great gift chooser. And so I said, let me make life easy for you. I'll just make a wish list. I'll throw stuff in there, and then randomly you can just buy it when it's a holiday or something, right? Make it easy. And then the holiday comes and he has never looked at the wish list, not once. So, you know, whatever. I'm just grateful that I get something. A copper lamp. Ooh, how do I do copper? Let me look at that. I do have a lot of color choices, so I like that idea. Okay. So I'm going to do mint with this typewriter here. This shouldn't take long. I'm just going to put, I have to tell you, if I can put my disclaimer out here, or not my disclaimer, but my PSA, I would say always do a color chart for your stuff. Like, it's just so value added when you do a color chart, like truly. It has changed everything for me. In fact, I wish I can, you know, looking back on it, that I had done a color chart for my Spectrum Noir, because I had a full set of Spectrum Noirs, although those were not, the old style were not my favorite. In fact, the whole barrel would come apart on the old type. So, not a huge fan of those. I think I'm going to do 58, yeah. But I didn't color swatch them. I didn't even know that I should. And then I just could not get a good blend. I wasn't happy with them. But looking back, I think that really would have helped, and it would have changed things for me. So, something I probably should have done. You know, we live and learn. Do I have, Sherry's asking, do I have a list of videos I need to do? I've had a list of videos that I need to do running now for 2 years. Yes. The answer is a resounding yes. And then when when 5 minutes goes by, I think of another video that I want to do. So yeah, lots of video ideas that I want to do. If you guys have video ideas, throw them in the comments. I will check back on this live and have a look. Anything you would want to see me do or review or compare. I know my comparison videos get a lot of love. So let me know. Okay, I'm going to cover this. Well, I'm going to use the space bar and the keys. I'm going to make those black, I think. But for now, I'm just going to cover them so that I could... I mean, there's no need for me to take my bullet nib and go in between all those. I mean, I'm kooky, but not that much. So we're just going to go, especially if I know I'm going to cover them in black. I don't need to do all that. That's just madness, I say. Yeah. So are there any plans for the evening for everyone? What are your plans? So this is not going to be like the greatest coloring I've ever done. Let me try to add on this one. Sorry, I hear that my daughter and my husband are home, so I guarantee you my daughter's coming down. Deborah, which inks blend best for galaxy backgrounds? Hey, everybody jump in if you have an opinion on that one. I have done galaxy backgrounds with so many things. I've done them with gouache, watercolor, oxides, Catherine Polar. So, I mean, there's a lot that you can do with galaxy background blending. Alcohol markers, or alcohol inks, I've done galaxy backgrounds with. So, yeah, I mean, but throw in what you guys think. What do you think are the easiest ones? Guys, I'm going to go in with my black marker here. Okay, hold on. I'm stopping to read. Which inks? Okay, I have a video I'd love for you to do. Arteza markers, do a color combo video. Like you're doing teals now. How would I pick the teals to use using the Arteza? Okay, let me show you something real quick in the meantime, because Heidi, that is on the list. Okay, so for example, this is my Ohuhu brush tip. So the way that I do them on here is that I put them in blendable order already. So I would start with, these would be the colors that I would choose if I was doing like a bigger image in red. And I would start with the lightest and then do my technique based on these colors right here. So all my color charts come that way. They're just, you just have them already in a blendable order and you just pick them up and use them. Now, what I really do want to though, do I have my parkour? Hold on. Yeah. I do want to do something like this though. I'll just show you through the plastic. So right here you can see I have the color blends like you're talking about. And Heidi, if this is what you're talking about, let me know. But like I have the blends blended out and then the numbers of the colors underneath. So I would love to do that for all of my things. I just, you know, it's this little thing called time and I just don't have it. So, all right, let's see. What am I missing? Okay, so he was scared. It looks fabulous. This is just too funny. He knows it's Oh, no, they're not. Maryland is isn't Maryland under shelter in place? Not that we know of. But no, they were just at the tennis court, just him and her playing tennis. And if Maryland is under shelter in place, someone Google that. Let me know right now. Because I didn't know that we were as strict as New York. We have halted all trips to the store unless it's absolutely necessary. We don't go anywhere, folks, except a walk through the woods or the tennis court if no one's there. So those are our restrictions that we've placed without knowing if we were absolutely under full restriction. So if we are under full restriction, please do let me know because we will not go anywhere outside the house. Thankfully, we have a trampoline in the backyard so the kids don't go totally nuts. Okay, so we're just going to leave it like that. Copper. I'm going to see if I can pull... Now, my phone, I have to be honest with you, seems to overheat on lives. So I'm going to try to do as much more as I can on this. But if I lose you, know that that is the reason why. Because it is, for some reason, it gets really... really hot. I'm just going to put a little bit of shading here for my paper. Nothing fancy, just a very light color. Okay. And let me see about copper. What can I do for copper? Let me see. It might come out looking brown. That's my only concern with that one, although I love the idea. A green glass shade. Like a matching mint color? Is that what you mean? Heidi, hurry up and find the time. Yeah, I know. Well, when I retire from my job and I can do this full time, you'll have all the color charts in all the world of all the things, I promise. Okay, coral. Done. Do I have coral? Sure don't. But I have a blush pink. So this is a color combo I've been wanting to try for a while now. So let's do it. You got the inspirational juices flowing here. And 162. Okay. All right. I love this color combo. Well, I don't know if I love it on paper yet. We're going to see in a minute. It's the first time I'm using it. But when I swatched it out, it was so pretty. I should have left like a little, oh, come on, Mary. Like a little light thingy here to make it. Next card I do. I'll do that. All right, let me stop and read. Oh, Gwen, I just read your comment. It's too late. All right. Okay. Who just joined us? Card make Lisa, hello. All right, so I'm going to go 164. Hopefully this isn't, you guys seem to all be chatting with each other, which really I love. I love to see that because it can be only slightly stressful when you're on a live. Okay. Isn't that such a pretty blush color? I mean, you can say no if you think so. If you think that's hideous, shout it out. We like honesty on this channel. Sorry you're late, Allison. That's okay. Listen, we got life happening around us. Jump in whenever. Whenever. I gave no notice anyway. It was just kind of an impromptu, I was missing my people type of thing. And I'm just so happy that all of you are sitting here with me right now. And I know things are busy and things can be hectic. And if I had one person on here with me, we'd be chatting it up right now. Because that's all I was trying to do. So I'm super grateful that you guys are all here. All right, I'm just going to go back over with just that darker. And I constantly have to look back at my charts too because I don't have these things memorized. Oh, thank you, Lisa. This color palette is probably my new favorite, like the lighter colors. I'm going to see, let me find my 0. Here it is. I'm going to try to blend out some of this gray. I feel like this gray was a little dark. Yeah, so AJ is the Lego King. We just started watching that show, Lego Master, he and I, and it's so fun to watch with him. But we learned the other day that it's actually the plural of Lego is Lego. Mind blown. I was like, what? I'm pretty sure every person that I know says Legos. But did you know that? Did you know that the plural of Lego was Lego? Like, hey, you have like 5 million Lego. That's how you're supposed to say it. I don't get it. But I support it. Okay. So I think we're good here. I think this is shaping up. It's a little bit crooked. I mean, maybe they were not very cognizant of their foundation when they built the house. So that's the story I'm telling myself. And we're going to go back in here and, oh, she said, I love Lego. See, you know the proper way to say it, don't you, Lisa? Yeah, everyone says Legos. So it's the guy on the show, the host had said Legos, and then all the contestants were giving him the side eye. And then he's like, I know, it's Lego. And I'm like, this is a joke. Like, he's going to say, punked, no such thing, all you people that have been saying it wrong. But no, alas, it is Lego. Okay, I am going to pull out this stamp set here. This is kind of like the complimentary one for Lawn Fawn. This one is called Love Poems. And I'm going to go with Thank You Very Much. That's what I'm going to go with. There's so many in here, though. Like, really a lot. So I'm going to go with Thank You Very Much. And it's going to be this little, in this little typewriter. I can't wait to go back and read all the comments and hear what you all were chatting about because, you know, it's hard to craft and talk at the same time. Next time, I think I'll just come on face to face and I won't have to worry about any of that. And then we can just, or we do the Zoom thing, like I mentioned, and we just all talk to each other, like with our faces to our faces, which would be amazing. You watch that show too? Yeah, it's really fun. Oh, look at it! This, you don't normally hear my squeaky excitement. It's normally edited out and muted. But that is so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me zoom back out. Hold on. What'd I tell you? I told you it's madness trying to zoom. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, I do think I want to add just a little bit of another sentiment on the top here. I can hear my phone going off. Sorry about that. Where did I see that? Oh, this one right here. Just a little note to say. I thought that would be fun to say. Let me see. I'm going to put it up here in the lighter portion so it shows up better. But what am I missing? Let's see. We should plan a Zoom. So fun. I know. You really should. If you don't follow me on my Facebook page, my Mary Polanco Designs page, not my personal page, but my Facebook page, head over there and like that. And then if I'm going to organize a Zoom, I'll put the information in that Facebook page. So this way we can all, it's really easy. All you have to do is download the app and I give you an ID and then you join the meeting, quote unquote meeting. And it's super fun. It would be, we'll probably have to limit it and do it multiple times just so that it's a little bit easier to talk to everybody. But that would be so fun. I had one due that I was supposed to do anyway, so I want to get that going. All right, so what ink is this? Hero Arts Intensified Black. That works pretty well. Heidi's not around. Heidi, what if we did it in like a Saturday morning? Could you do it then? You can do it different times. Okay. Oh. All right, so now what we can do, since I'm just going to hang out with you a little bit and do some embellishing, because my phone didn't die yet, and I had anticipated it dying already. Not from battery, but from overheating. Okay, let's see. Mary, do a Zoom for each time zone in the USA. Y'all got a lot of demands out there now, don't you? No, I'm kidding. I would love to. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to trim down this bottom just a little bit, but let's do some embellishment. I'm going to do the glossy accents. I'm okay not finishing the card completely right now, so let's just embellish and then we'll do what we need to do. I am going to do glossy accents. Oh, I never colored the light. Hold on. Let's color that light up. Um, 35. How long am I going to be on for? I have to take the dogs out for a few minutes. Oh, I'm probably wrapping up here, Heidi. So probably just a couple more minutes. And then I'm going to go upstairs and help with dinner. Okay. What was I going to do? Glossy accents or crystal glaze? I have crystal glaze and glossy accents. Far too much glossy accent. But it's the only one I can find, so that's what we're gonna go. So what else would I do? I would do some glitter. Yeah, let's do, oh, this is my new scrapbook.com glitter pen, which is pretty much just like every other glitter pen I've ever used, but it says scrapbook.com on it. So that's the difference. Okay, I'm gonna put some glitter on, but you know, every new pen is always more sparkly than a pen that you've been using for a while, so there's always that. I'm gonna cover up this because my typewriter is not only minty green, it's glittery. That's the greatest thing about making your own stuff. You can do whatever you want. And then I'm going to take my glossy accents. I like glossy accents. No, my crystal glaze. I like crystal glaze better than glossy accents because I feel like it goes on a little bit better. Who's leaving? Jen's leaving? Bye, Jen. I just see a bunch of byes. Okay. And I do like the idea of this being glossy because these lamps are usually that way. So I think that's fun. These little tiny embellishments are so wonderful, aren't they? Just like they add so much to a card. All right. And there's my simple card that I've made. Very easy to do. Maybe if you have like the misty corner, you can lay this out a little straighter than I did. That's probably the only thing. But I think if someone got this, they would not be like, garbage, the desk is not straight. So we just got to go with it. So, you know. Jen's leaving. Bye, Jen. Okay, thank you so much, Katya. I like it too. I think it was simple. It was easy to do. I probably could have done it faster, but I enjoyed the chatting with you all. So thanks so much for joining me, for hanging out with me for this live, and for this being flexible and the impromptu-ness of it. I really appreciate that. And that's it. So if you guys have any other questions before I get going, pop them in there, let me know. And we will see. So I'll hang out for about a minute in case anyone has any questions. The furniture was being arranged. It was. And it was apparently off kilter of some kind. I don't even know. Or maybe this is an old desk and they were getting rid of it. And I just happened to draw the picture right beforehand. Thanks. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. I really do love it. Yay. Thank you. All right. Hugs to everyone. The social distancing kind. And I hope you all are staying safe and healthy and finding some way to relax yourself and spend time with family and, you know, just kind of, we'll get through it. It's what we do. We get through things. So I will see you all in the next video. Have a fantastic night.